There are thousands of APIs available across the internet that developers use to build all kinds of apps. But up until now, if you wanted to set one up yourself, you either needed coding knowledge or you were limited to whatever integrations were already available on the platform that you're using. Well, now with Rocket, you can import pretty much any API directly into your app and build out complex functionality for any kinds of use case. Payments, AI, messaging, data processing, you name it. Postman alone has over 75,000 APIs available in the marketplace that you can use in your project. You can also use your own backend with API, curl, JSON, or Swagger YAML files as endpoints. So in this video, I'll break down exactly how to use Rocket's new API integrations so that you can build out any of your ideas from start to finish without any previous technical knowledge. Rocket makes this all way too easy. So let's get right into it. To get started with Rocket, we'll head over to the homepage, and in the chat window here, I'll enter the prompt that I already made. In this video, I want to build out a micro SaaS for generating voiceover specifically for ads. I will enter my prompt here and send it through. Now the prompt is the foundation of your app, so you want to make sure you get it right. To make sure your prompt is as good and as clear as possible, make sure to click the link in the description for our documentation. You'll find the prompting guide there that will explain to you the best practices for writing your prompt. By the way, you don't have to get started with just a prompt. You can also get started with a template, as we have thousands of templates for you to choose from to get started building as well. Or if you have a Figma project for your app ready as well, you can import that directly into Rocket and turn that into a functional app. Now here, Rocket will ask us what screens that we want to build out: the dashboard, generate voiceover, and add credits screens. That looks good to me. I've selected all three, and now Rocket will start building out our app. I'll get back to you as soon as it's finished. And there we go. On the right now, we have a preview for our app. We've got the Generate Voiceover tab, Add Credits tab. Let's click on them. Looks all good. Add Credits looks good as well. It's already got 3 different plans here. And on the top, we have the user drop-down menu, the profile and settings as well. Okay, and actually I changed my mind here and I don't want my app to be dark mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a command to actually change it. Commands are basically shortcuts within Rockets to make changes to your app fast and precisely. So to use the commands, just type in / and then this drop-down menu will come up where you can choose from all of the different commands available in Rocket. I'm going to choose the change app theme command and just tell it to change it from dark mode to light mode. And as you can see now, the entire theme has been inverted to light mode. Looks perfect to me. However, I'm not really happy with the logo up there. So I'm going to use another command, which is update app logo. Then I'm going to drag and drop my new logo and send it through to Rocket to update this logo in the entire app. As you could see, the logo has now been updated, so let's now integrate Supabase for our user authentication. I prompted Rocket to integrate Supabase for user authentication so that users can register and log in, and to store each user's credit balance in their profile and display it on the dashboard, as well as protecting all the pages behind authentication. It will think for a few seconds and then ask us to create a Supabase project. I already have my Supabase account integrated. If you don't, you'll just have to log into your Supabase account, give it permissions, and just link it to Rocket. But here I'm going to enter the name for my project, give it a database password, and then click create new project. Our project in Supabase has now been created and Rocket is integrating it to our app. Okay, our Supabase has been integrated and now we have user functionality. It's taken us back to the login screen and provided us demo credentials here. So we can just copy paste them in and sign into our account. And I logged in to our demo account. So the Supabase integration works. Users can now register, log into their accounts, and all of their credits are stored in their account. We have 245 here already as it's a demo account, but if it's a new user, they'll have 0 or whatever you set. So now let's integrate payments so that the users can actually top up their balance. But before we build out the actual APIs, we also need to update our .env file with our API keys so that Rocket can use them when it sets up the APIs. To do that, click on the 3 dots up here, click on code, and that will open up all of the code files for your app. We are interested in the .env file here, so just click on it, and then I'm gonna copy paste all of my 3 keys here. I've entered my ElevenLabs key here, as well as my Razorpay key ID and the secret. ElevenLabs, I'll show you how to get that in a second after we do all of our Razorpay integration, but let me show you where to get your Razorpay key first. To do that, just head over to your Razorpay dashboard, then click on Account and Settings, then click on API Keys, and in the API Keys and Integration, just click the button here to generate a new key. I already have a key, so I'm gonna have to click on Regenerate. Here I'll have to enter the OTP for verification, and As I already have a key, I'll have to deactivate my old one, but if you don't have a key, you'll just get a new one. So copy both your API key and your secret, and then I just added them here in my environment file. Okay, now we're ready to start building out APIs. Head over to your Postman account, search for Razorpay APIs. We'll leave a link for that in the description, but when you're there, you can go to Razorpay APIs, click on the 3 dots here, then click on fork, give it a name, and fork that collection to your Postman account. Then go to your Postman account settings, head over to APIs, generate new API key. Then we head over back to Rocket. In the top menu here, click on the 3 dots, click on APIs, then click on Add APIs, enter your Postman key here, then select your workspace and click Submit. Now you should see Razorpay APIs collection that you forked. So just select all of the APIs and then click Add APIs. I just headed over to my Add Credits page because that's where we'll get started. So what I'm going to do here is just click on the Buy Now button, because that's the button we'd like to use to trigger our first API call. On the top, I'm just going to search for Create Order and then click Integrate API, and here enter the details for our API call. I'm going to tell Rocket that I want to trigger this API call when the user clicks on Buy Now button. I'll also like to pass the selected package amount as well as the user email, and I would like this API call to show the order ID from the response in our checkout page. We'll need that for our next API where we collect the user's purchase details. I'm going to click Submit here and wait for Rocket to integrate that API. Okay, Rocket has integrated that API call, and now when we click on Create Order, we're going to have to wait a few seconds, and that's it. We're now taken to the checkout page, so that is working. Okay, now let's set up our second API call here in the checkout. Once again, I'm going to click on APIs, then I'm going to click on the Pay button here, search for Capture a Payment, and click Integrate API. I'm going to tell Rocket that this API call should run when the user clicks on the Pay button. And for the call instructions, I just told it to pass the order ID, which was generated by our previous API call. For the post API call instructions, I just told it on success to update the user's credit balance in their Supabase profile. Now we'll wait for a few minutes for Rocket to generate that API function, and then I'll be back. Okay, it's now been integrated. I've changed the layout here a little bit and also added the mobile number function at the bottom because that was needed for the Razorpay payments as well. Now we'll head over to the Razorpay docs to get the card details. I'll leave the link for that in the description down below. Here you can get the details for a test card that you can use to make sure all of the functionality in your app works. So I'm going to enter card details here, use a random name, just use a future test date, random CVV, and here I'm just going to enter a random phone number to make sure that it works. Now let's click on Pay. Okay, it will pop up a new window here. And as it's a test payment, we can actually decide what happens next. Is it going to be a successful payment or is it going to be a failure? But our integration works. Here we'll click on Success. And as you can see, our balance has now been updated. It's now 295 credits. And just to double check, if I go to Razorpay dashboard and then I go to transactions, I can see the last order that came through, all of the details here. That's it, the payments are now working. So let's now integrate ElevenLabs. Just head over to this page, which I'll provide in the description down below. Sign up or log into your ElevenLabs account. And here in the Developers tab, you'll be able to just click Create Key. On the right here, you can select what kind of permissions you want this key to have. Just for example, here I chose text-to-speech, audio isolation, and music generation. And then I'm just going to click on Create Key. Now I've added a key in my environment file already, as I showed you before. So let's go to the next step. The next step is, once again, let's head over to Postman. Here in the search, I'm just going to search for ElevenLabs, find their official documentation here. Once again, click on Fork and fork that collection to my account. Then we'll head over back to our app, switch to the APIs here. I'm going to click on the Add button again, then refresh my Postman account. And here now we'll see ElevenLabs documentation as well. So I'm just going to select it here and then click on Add APIs. Okay, so now let's actually add the functionality. We'll head over to our Generate VoiceOver tab, click on the bottom below, which is to generate the voiceover. Then I'm just going to search for Convert, choose Text to Speech, and then click Add. I'll tell it the API should run when the user clicks to generate the voiceover button. Okay, and Rocket has now built out the ElevenLabs API call as well. Let's test it out. I'm going to give it a random project name and just enter some random text here. Down below you see we have different voice styles as well as different languages, but we'll just proceed to the default and then click on generate. Okay, and our voiceover is now ready. We can actually click on it to hear the voiceover.
Rocket API tutorial.
That's all working well. We even have a waveform there, which is pretty awesome. And we have a download button here, which works as well. However, I've noticed that the user's credits weren't used. So let's fix that. In the prompt, I'm just gonna tell Rocket to make sure that when the user generates their voiceovers, the credits get used accordingly. And also to add the generation history down here below, so the users can also see them here. Okay, Rocket built out that functionality. It will just ask us to push that now to Supabase. So let's click push to Supabase and let's test it out once again. I'm going to generate another voiceover. Oh, it actually updated the UI here. We now have this loading bar to actually see the progress. And there we go. We now have a new voiceover. As you can see, the credits got updated. We had 295, now we have 290. And we've got the generation history down here below. All functioning exactly as I asked. Our app is also fully responsive. In the top right, you can actually switch between mobile, tablet, etc. to see how it looks on different devices. So okay, let's say we are finished with our app. To launch it, just click the button in the top right and you can publish it on the web. Down below, you can also add a custom domain if you wanted to. And here I am in my Netlify account. As you could see, my project is living here. So if you wanted to, we can manage it from here, check our deploys, etc. You're not locked in Rocket. Every project that you build out of it, you own it 100%. With Rocket, you also own 100% of your code. So if you go to code, you can actually see all of it here. And if you want to, you could also push it to GitHub or download it as a zip file as well. You can also add collaborators in the top right. So if you're building with someone else, you can add them here. If you want to manage any native Rocket integrations, you can go and click on the integrations tab. Here you can manage all of the integrations that you've added to your app. And in the analytics tab, we can actually see all of our app's analytics, how many visits we get, the bounce rate, etc. And if you want to share your app with other people on Rocket, you can click on the top left here, click on the project settings, and change the visibility from private to public. You can also click this link here to create a remix link so other users can use this app as a starting point for their builds. And that's it. In just a few prompts, we build out a fully functional text-to-speech app with real payment processing through Razorpay, AI audio generation through ElevenLabs, and user authentication through Supabase, all without writing a single line of code. And the best part is, this was just 2 API services. With Rocket's API integrations, you can now connect pretty much any service out there and build out whatever you have in mind. So if you want to start building with Rocket, make sure to click the link in the description. You can sign up and start building today. And make sure to share any of your builds with us on X, LinkedIn, or Instagram. We love seeing what you guys are creating. You can also check out the link in the description to check out our Discord community, where you can connect with other builders using Rocket as well. And if you click the video on the screen now, you can watch one of our longer videos that covers Rocket's features in much more detail. So I'll see you there, and thank you for watching.